Welcome back. In today's video, we will be featuring Registeel with Lock-On, Zap Cannon, and Focus Blast, along with Medicham and Noctowl with their typical movesets. Hopping into Battle 1, we have Registeel on a Chestnut. It's a decent lead. We gotta watch out for that superpower. I'm gonna count to 5 run whips and then swap into Medicham. We don't catch it. That's unfortunate. Build up to 6. This is a frenzy plant. We can no-shoot it. We can tank 1. He's drawing energy, 3, 4. He gets 4 just so I don't get hit with another superpower. I throw before he gets to 5. He ends up shielding. That's completely fine with me. I can farm. He don't let me get to another Ice Punch. It's fine with me. I just let this go. Come back in with Noctowl and fully farm him down after I wait on my switch clock for a little bit. He decides to throw and not swap out, which is a big misplay on his part. Throws a superpower. I can tank it. Then swaps into G-Fisk. I'm going to count to 5. Can we catch it? No, we can't. We CMP tie on the Earthquake. And I decided at the last second, I'm going to shield this. I throw my Focus Blast. He decides he wants to shield it too. So now, as soon as he gets to 7, he's going to throw an Earthquake. But I let him throw first, as I want the extra lock-on here. I throw one lock-on, throw my Focus Blast. He ends up shielding again. Oh, just kidding. Sorry, he ends up no-shielding. No shields. I get a full farm down before he does anything. Oh, he don't have any shields. That's why. Good play on my part. I throw the Shadow Ball. I was reading a Bastiodon in the back. Was I correct? No, it's a double. So spicy. I was reading it needed something weak to counter in the back, so my Registeel would have been pretty useful there still if it was Bastiodon, but I need to get the Chestnut out. Alrighty, he throws what is likely to be a payback. A Wild Charge. Interesting. That takes me out. I get to my Focus Blast for he gets to any one move. And this is going to KO him for the good first game. GG's, trainer. Hopping into battle number 2. Registeel into Sableye. Decent lead. It's winnable if we get the debuff in the beginning. If we don't, we cannot win. He throws. I decide I don't need to shield this as long as I get the debuff. If I get the debuff, we're all set. If I don't, this is a losing matchup. Let's see what happens. We throw the Zap Cannon. We get the debuff. That's perfect. Now I can live another foul play and live in long enough just to get to another Zap Cannon. I can let this go as we can tank it, farm up, and get to the Zap Cannon. Depending on this, he decides to no shield, so we're going to let him farm us down, come straight into Noctowl. Unfortunately, he gets to a return here, but that's completely fine as we can tank it like a beast. Boom. 30% health. He comes with a zoom roll. Oh no, that's bad for us. We're going to farm up a bunch before throwing a Shadow Ball. He's going to let it go. Good for us. We're going to farm extra, and this ends up being CMP tie. On 5 bubbles to his Ice Beam. He no shields. Zoomro throws the Ice Beam. I no shield. I'm just going to come with Medicham now since he's drawing energy. And if he throws at 5 again, I know it's just an Ice Beam. And he comes in with Noctowl, 4, 5. I'm going to throw 1 before he gets to a Sky Attack. I'm making sure I'm counting perfectly correct. And the funny thing was, my Noctowl lives with 1 HP, which was really interesting. I showed the Sky Attack. He should be at back-to-back. Right now. Yep, right now. I throw the Ice Punch. He decides to shield. He throws the Sky Attack. Obviously, we're going to shield. We don't want my Medicham getting hit by this. I decide to do something crazy. I decide I'm going to try to make this the catch. And we catch it. We catch that Sky Attack. Now we can just fully farm the Noctowl down. He decides to bring back in the Azumarill. We can throw the Psychic for a great game. Good game, trainer. What he could have done was held on to his Noctowl's energy, as he knew the or he could have waited one turn to see if my Medicham threw another counter before he threw the Sky Attack to hold on to his energy, but granted, you can't blame him. Next game, Registeel into Ninetales. Horrible lead. He swaps into Trev. We swap into Noctowl. Hard counter City over here. This is a C-Bomb. We take it like a beast. We can let it go. He's going to throw another C-Bomb. We can tank this too. Not wanting Trevenant to do too much damage to me, I farm up to 4 and then throw a Sky Attack. He's obviously going to no-shield this. No point in shielding. After wetting out his Switch Clock, he's going to come back in with Ninetales, in which we are going to do a couple wing attacks before throwing. He has Powder Snow Ninetales, in which I throw the Shadow Ball, because the Shadow Ball and the Sky Attack will be enough to KO, and I expect him not to shield the first one. He gets to Weather Ball. Since he's Powder Snow, I decide I can let this go. Bring in my Medicham. He swaps into Stunfisk, and that's a great game. Hard counter City right there. Good game, trainer. Hopping into the next battle against OG Player 1. Registeel and Swampert. Horrible lead. What are we going to do? We're going to go into Medicham. 3, 4, 5. Noctowl comes in. We're going to throw the Ice Punch on CMP. He's going to shield. I undercharged to make it. I'll explain the play later. I showed the Sky Attack. The reason I undercharged there was 2 Ice Punches don't exactly KO, but with the counter damage added up, they do. So I was going to slightly undercharge it to make it seem like even after the counter damage, 2 Ice Punch don't KOs, and maybe even go for a Psychic, since Psychic, even though Ice Punch is super effective, still does more damage. We shoot up the Sky Attack, we farm up, we throw the Ice Punch. No, we throw the Psychic on CMP. That's another play by me, that I don't think Ice Punch KOs there, so we're going to need this Psychic to take out the Noctowl, because I don't think Ice Punch is going to be enough to KO. He comes in with Swampert. I'm pretty sure I decide to just let him throw. He can tank me out. We don't have a single problem with that at all. I'm running a very bulky Noctowl, so our Noctowl actually lives 2 Hydro Cannons. It doesn't live them comfortably, but it lives them. The Swampert throws the first one, and we get to the Sky Attack. It don't even get to a second Hydro Cannon. I think it was another game it got to a second Hydro Cannon. I'm not too sure. Drapion comes in, and this is a good game. I'm not sure why I'm staying in here. I decided to catch a crunch. That's really unnecessary, but I mean, the game's over anyway. It takes 16 turns for Registeel to get to a Zap Cannon, 15 for it to get to a Focus Blast, the same as Altaria's Sky Attack. We can let this go, and it takes 5 Poison Stings for Drapion to get to a crunch, so we don't need to worry. He should still be 2 away. And we can throw this Focus Blast to take out the Drapion. Great game, trainer. Woohoo, you win. Alright, hopping into the next battle against... I'm not even going to try to read her name, because... way too difficult. We got a horrible lead in the Medicham. What do? We go straight into our hard counter. We lure out a Bastiodon. Yay us. That's exactly what I want to lure out. In most cases when I'm running double flyers, this is a game I lagged a lot, by the way. In most cases when I'm running double flyers, Bastiodon is nice to lure out here, but since I'm running a hard counter and Medicham in the back, it's not too ideal. We decide we don't want to do any more damage, so I realize this here and just don't even bubble anymore. Don't throw any more bubbles. He no shields. I let him fully farm me down. We're going to come in with Medicham and get a full farm down on him. He throws a flamethrower. I can let this go. I don't care about a flamethrower. He farms up a little bit more. He throws one more. I don't care. I can let this go. Bastiodon just does no damage. It's way too tanky. He comes back in with Medicham. This game, to me, looks pretty over. I decided to try to go for a CMP on the Ice Punch, but he goes for the extra counter. He just completely lets that Psychic go. I'm deciding I'm going to shield this. Me thinking he was going to over-tap by 1, I was thinking I was going to go for the extra counter there, but he throws immediately, which makes sense. It was kind of a misplay on my part. I'm not going to be able to reach 2 Ice Punches, so I'm going to throw this. He's definitely going to shield this. Nope, just kidding. He lets it go for some odd reason, but he has Trev, and that's just top left. Triple hard counter, nothing we can do about it. Good effort. Thank you. Next game into a very cool loading screen. It is daytime because I fell asleep before I did any more battles. I was too tired. He comes in victory bow. We're going to go into our hard counter with Noctowl. And we're going to throw this at 8 wing attacks before he gets to any charge move. We go for undercharge. It relatively doesn't matter. It still took him out anyway. I don't know why I undercharged that. It was kind of a misplay too. He comes in with Bastion. You can see where we're going with this. This is perfect for me. I don't want to do too much damage to the Bastion. I'm just going to farm up. I'm not even going to throw the Shadow Ball because I just want to get a full counter down with this Medicham. I want to do as much. I want to get as much energy as I possibly can. I can tank these flamethrowers like it's nothing. This Bastion is heavily XL'd, so they do almost no damage. I can live 3 plus the smackdown. He comes in with Medicham. We're going to throw on 6. He goes for the extra counter again. Nobody's wanting to CMP Tommy anymore. It's crazy. We throw the Psychic. We get a debuff fall. That's amazing. He throws. I figure I can just let this go. Worst case scenario, he has Pup. He does have Pup. Well, actually, worst case scenario, he has Dynamic Punch. And he does not have Dynamic Punch, thankfully. Because that would do a ton of damage. We throw this Zap Cannon. It gets no shielded. I think that's a big misplay on his part. Because I have to invest 2 shields if I want to land another Zap Cannon. So now I can just easily let this go. And lock-ons are doing enough damage where it kind of threatens him to have to throw another one. But he just doesn't. So now my 1 counter is going to take him out. I shield this. My counter takes him out. But it doesn't. And he lives on 1 HP. This is where IVs matter, ladies and gentlemen. He comes back in with Bastion. I go for the Psychic on really horrible timing because I did not think he had a shield and I was just getting into Psychic range. But it turns out he had a shield and this could have gone really bad for me because as I was not aware and I've not got that defense fall, I might have got taken out by the smackdowns or 2 counters might not have KO'd, allowing them to reach 1 more move. And to the next game, Registeel and the Pelipper. Dream lead. He decides to stay in. I never understand why players stay in with Pelipper. Obviously it tells me they're double weak to Registeel, but whatever is weak to Registeel is most likely weak to Medicham. Not meaning it is, because it could well be a Noctowl. But it does not make sense. I was expecting Medicham to be useful here. I throw the Zap Cannon. It gets shielded. He farms up. He throws a Weather Ball. We can let this go. We tank it. All good. We farm up. He gets to another Weather Ball. Me knowing my Registeel has absolute crap IVs, but it's still a tanky Pokemon. We can live it. We get to the Zap Cannon. I don't know. I had no reason to overcharge right there. That could have been a play where the opponent just fast swaps down and farms down my Registeel. Turns out he has a Swampert, so we're going to come in with Noctowl, knowing I live 2 Hydro Cannons. He comes into Bastion, and this is game well said. Yeah, he just gives up. That makes a lot of sense. Good game, trainer. Next battle, sup, I'm Odd. Future expert here. Nice. Registeel into Trev. We are forced to stay in because my Medicham does not want to see this Trevenant, and we're going to soft lose this matchup. We always let the first one go, as the shield is never worth it. And they Seed Bomb baited, which they never want to do because the Registeel is not typically likely to shield the first one. I mean, most might be to get the damage off, but I was not, so it's fine. He throws another charge move here. I'm saying, if this is not a Shadow Ball, you're not taking me out. I lag really hard, and I am scared because I'm not sure my Noctowl would come in. He comes in with G-Fisk. We try to swap, and lag happens again. Lag is horrendous right now. We're going to farm up to 5, then swap to Medicham. Thankfully, we don't lag anymore, because lag has been doing me so wrong. Lag has been so bad these past couple of days. We're going to farm up. I was intentionally going to throw 8, but he's not in range where Psychic or Ice Punch will KO him. so I don't threaten it. I let it go. He just throws a rock slide. He throws after 3, which is another rock slide. I can let this go. Fully counter him down. If the Trev comes in, I have 2 ice punches loaded for him. The Trev fast swaps in. I throw an ice punch. Is my switch up? No, it is not. I throw one more ice punch on CMP. I give up a shield. He came in with Trev. I'm reading he's weak to Medicham here. But am I going to have enough health to take him out? I decide to undercharge this as I want a little bit more farm on my Noctowl, because I am assuming he's going to let this go. He does not get to another move. I'm guessing he's going to come in with a Galarian Stunfisk, but it's a Lantern. I just throw the Shadow Ball here. I farm up a little bit extra. He decides to throw a 5. We can tank a Surf. Again, my Noctowl is defense weighted, so it can live with Surf pretty comfortably. I'm pretty sure attack weighted still lives that. They catch a Shadow Ball on their Stunfisk, which is insane. I'm pretty sure that's their win con. That's just insane on their part. I'm forced to only get to a Sky Attack here. My opponent, being a really good counter, only knows I'm at a Sky Attack, and I'm not going to be able to reach anything. I have to commit to fast moves at this point, and so is he, and that's a good game. GG's opponent. Hopping into the next match, we have Anakin Eprio. We got the amazingest lead in the world. Registeel and Ninetales. He swaps into Swampert here. I'm deciding I'm going to go for a catch. They never throw the Earthquake here. I don't know why. They always just throw the Hydro Cannon, which makes no sense, but I no shield. It's fine with me. I farm up. He gets another Hydro Cannon here. That's fine with us. I'm just going to let this go. We can live. Not comfortably, but we can live. I throw this. Sky Attack does not. It almost KOs, but it does not. Shadow Ball almost. No, Shadow Swampert. Shadow Ball would KO from that range. Or leave it on like 2% HP or so. I come back in with Registeel. I am knowing he's not going to throw an Earthquake, so I just no shield that. I throw the Focus Blast. Let's see what he does. He decides to shield. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to swap him on Medicham. Maybe Medicham is my win con. Seeing as Medicham is, I'm guessing, my win con, I'm going to shield this. I am going to try to farm down, but since Ninetales comes in, I know it's 9 Powder Snow to the Dazzling Gleam, so I throw an 8 right before he gets to it since he was at a 1-turn desync. I throw the Psychic. Obviously gets no shielded because he has no shield left. He throws a move. I'm feeling very ballsy today. I'm calling that Weather Ball. He don't even get to his second Weather Ball. He had another Weather Ball loaded, and this is a good game. See, I accidentally CMP time here, which I thought could be my lose con, but granted, I don't know what's in the back, so we'll have to see. A Stunfisk is in the back, and this is not over, and he just completely gives up. Which is incredible. For some reason, he completely gives up. This is just incredible, and I don't know why he gives up, but... Hold on, let me go back in this recording real quick. Alright, well anyways, if you like this video, please subscribe, and I will be posting more soon. Y'all have a good day.